Hey y'all, we're in the warehouse. Gonna put together a saw box. I'm gonna grab that thing and I figure we'll just pedal and chat. Y'all hang with me. So here it is. As y'all see, this is what we're gonna put together. Power box. I just like the name, power box. I like that power stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. We'll get this thing opened up here and put together. I don't know if it's gonna snap together or have some screws or what. We'll get all the pieces out. That looks like that does. It comes out. Wonder. Oh, bet you that's where my blade gonna slide through. There's a bunch of pieces. Alright, well I guess it just snaps together because, well, I say that. Guess these little sticks stick in here. And those are the latches. I guess these sticks, now look at this. Guess these little sticks, just the latch. The latch. In there with the latches, gonna be the hinges. Here you go, let's get these out. I can't reach you. I'm using the front, if you're wondering what this is my front of my boat, my skinny water boat, so that's what we're using anyway. Front of the trailer sticking out and I couldn't get over there close enough to you. I'm gonna say back, front. That's where the saw blade will go through, the bar will go through. Obviously my top. One of these are gonna be a side and one of these is gonna be a bottom. So, and one of these is gonna be I'm guessing this is the bottom. Yeah, that's probably the bottom. Oh, here's some instructions. I think they didn't send me no instructions. We ain't gonna use them. Set them right there. That makes sense to me right there. I'm gonna stick a thing through there. I say I am. I say I am. I may not. I'm gonna put it back on. I hope I got it. right. I'm gonna just assume. This is a side, just like that. Oh, there we go. Slides in place there. Anyway, we ain't made it to the property, y'all. Cold. I looked. Look at the weather. It's gonna be cold up there. I don't like to be cold. I don't like to be cold. I get cold and it's like my bones go to hurting. I don't want to do anything when the conditions get real cold. Oh, I should have slid that in there together at one time. So let's do that. Let me pull that back up. Well, I say that. Maybe not. It might just pop in. It did. I popped it in. There's that. Got that out. I guess you can put that in there if you want to. Here's the top. Oh, good. Well, I guess this is going to just hinge all the time, ain't it? That's going to hinge all the time. That's all right. If I get some of these hinges in it. Well, now this one doesn't line up great to put hinges in. Hinges need to be on this before the end popped on, I think. Uh-oh. Well, I may have messed myself up a little bit, y'all, but we're going to see if we can't just get it in here. Well, it's a little flexible, but I don't really like these. Pull it back out. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna like this box, just because I had to put it together. And I had to put it together, and I got to pop the ends back off. Cause I got ahead of myself. Now let's just try this. Let's see. These sticks, I guess, is a good idea. If everything lines up good, and it kind of hurts my finger a little bit. Take this other. I'm gonna have to pull that end off too. Oh, yeah, I don't like it. One end smaller than the other. I don't know. This look, now this don't even start it with no pressure. I should have took me a file and ran inside of that thing, cause these little, it don't want to go. Hold on, we may be on to it. I'm making all kind of racket now. Hey, look at there, I got that one in, y'all. Can y'all see what I was doing? Y'all could see it, couldn't you? I wasn't paying attention what you could see. I just try and get it done. show you a little better view. See, I'm trying to push this through there, just as the rod for the hinge. And it didn't want to line up, so let's see if we can. Hot dog, that bent. I don't know if that's gonna go or not. Oh yeah, we on to something now. Alright, there. I don't like it, but it's alright. It's alright. So I guess that'll slide in. Yeah, something. Oh yeah, on that piece. Yeah. Right here it slides in on this one. I remember it slides somewhere right there. Huh. Alright. Well, now I'm guessing I can put pop these ends on. Hold on, I got another hinge. I don't want to be backing up again. Let's go ahead and pop this top hinge on, and then we'll know. Yeah, I don't know. I want to just go ahead and tell y'all, I don't wear my hat backwards a whole lot. It's just got my logo on it, and I'm just not trying to advertise my professional business on this personal fun page here, right? So it's not really a business open to consumers, just general consumers. So I don't really benefit from advertising on here, right? It wouldn't be a thing that I would be trying to do. And sometimes you'll see it, and sometimes I'll try to hide it. So it's nothing personal. Just I like to keep personal stuff and business stuff separated for the most part. Come on. There we go. You got to get this thing just lined up just right. I mean, yeah, luckily these bolts sitting here, that seems to be the perfect tool for it. Well, maybe. You're gonna have to get something else for that last little 1/4 of an inch. I done lost my last. There it is. There it is. I got it. Them bolts make a bunch of racket up there on that fiberglass. You know, whenever I first got this boat, I don't know, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I was so meticulous about this boat. Right. Now it's sitting in this. Whew, I didn't think that one was gonna go. Now it's sitting in here. Hadn't been in the water in over 3 years. Not really my fault. Long story on that. But I would go crazy if somebody was setting stuff like this on my boat. I mean, I'd have lost my mind. I guess things change in life. Things you think so important at one point in your life, not very important at the next stage. I got to turn this. It didn't want to line up. And I guess I'm at the stage in life where having my boat to be in perfect condition just isn't. Takes a lot out of you to keep a boat in perfect condition. And almost stressful. Come on here. I'm at the point in my life where I'm trying to have as least amount of stress as possible. Come on, you thing here. We are real close. Try not to get aggravated. This is a horrible design. Horrible design. I mean, obviously it works, but they don't give you nothing to install it with. And I don't know what you need. I don't know what you could use. Unless you just had some type of metal sleeve that was about the same diameter as this little plastic thing that you could slide over it as a guide that would keep it from bending. So that seems to be the problem. It wants to bend rather than push into place. Y'all. Tell you right now, ain't no average old man gonna do that. And it still ain't done. I got to grab something else to push it in there with. And not to insult the old man, let's say the old man probably wise and have a real good trick for doing it, but if he attempted it like that and he had any type of medical conditions, I've got neck issues, and that's just about all my neck could take trying to push that in. I ain't here to complain, just here to say, not a fan of that design, y'all. Alright, now let's fold this thing up. Yep, there's where my two hooks on my latches, I guess, the clasp, whatever, that's where they gonna go. I'd assume that they just slid down into that slot right there. Yeah, you heard that, did you? And it's gonna just latch, I assume. Alright. Oh, I was saying a while ago, I ain't go up to the camp because it's gonna be a little bit cold this week, and I didn't want to be in that tent at 30 degrees outside. That's not really my style. I don't like to hang out in those conditions. Well, like I said before, make my bones cold and I'll just be miserable. Alright, how do these latches work? Yep. Alright, they work. Alright. Well, there you go. There you go. The Husqvarna saw box. Power box, they call it. Power box. Carrying case. Says it fits all Husqvarna saws from 120i up to and including the 576. We got that 460, so that's in between there. So, I guess it's a, well, yeah. Oh. Got a little spot for some oil. Got a little spot where you can strap it down. No, we got a spot for your saw wrench, spark plug. Not sure what that is, and a couple of screwdrivers. No, those are foul spots. Well, now I like it a little better now. It's got those little spots for a file and a saw wrench, 2 saw wrenches. Maybe just one. Yeah, probably just one. Anyhow. I will, my saw's in the Jeep, so I have to get it and stick it in here. Alright. As I say, it's cold. I ain't gonna be getting in the cold. It's warming up now. A little bit gonna be warmer next few days, so I'll probably run up. May even get up in the morning and head up. But I've been thinking a lot. If I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time up there in the next 4 or 5 months, I got to get on the ball or build me another structure. So I've been thinking about it. I might just build me something small that I can build over a couple of weekends that will keep me warm. Make it a little living quarters, and then once all the other stuff's built, well, I can just turn the temporary living quarters into a permanent shed. So it may not be in the ideal spot for a living quarters, because I'll think of a long-term location said if I do decide to go that route. But that's what I've been thinking on. And well, I seen these little A-frame cabins. Y'all seen these little just triangle A-frame, little small 12 by 12 cabins. I don't know if it was on Facebook or here on YouTube that I was seeing it, but on one of them, in the shorts primarily, I've been seeing these little triangle A-frame small little cabins, and I said that won't make much of a shed, but make a cool little temporary living quarters. And so anyhow, I'm thinking what I might do, how I might go about it. I said I could just do me a temporary shed, not shed, shop barn type equipment shed that just has a concrete floor. Put my tent, not a concrete, just a gravel floor. Put my tent inside of that thing. That'll keep all the wind and stuff off of me. And then Once the other buildings are done, I just pull a temp wall off the side, and will be a 3-sided building that you can run the tractor up under. But until then, it could have a temp wall put up to keep all the wind. Wouldn't be insulated. I don't know how much it would help other than just keeping the wind off of you. So I've just been thinking on some of that stuff, y'all. And I thought I would come and put that box together, talk to you for a little bit, give you something to look at, let you know we're going to be heading back up soon. It's a long way to go to Freeze. And I can get a hotel room, and I probably will, before it's all said and done, end up staying in the hotel a few nights here and there. But I don't really like to. I don't want to. It's a hassle. And it's a hassle just to get up and drive across town in the morning and drive back across town in the evening. I like to sit out there and enjoy. I enjoy being out there. I enjoy having that first cup of coffee, watching the sun come up, sitting out in the woods. I enjoy having that last evening cup of coffee, watching the sun go down, or even after the sun went down dark, just sitting out there by the fire drinking that coffee. I enjoy that. Sitting there till I'm about ready to doze off and fall asleep in that chair. It's peace. It's tranquility. It's perfect. And I don't want to have to be at that state and then go get myself in the truck and drive 20 minutes across town just to crawl in a bed somewhere. But at that point, I'm woke back up, and then I'll toss and turn and lay there and look at TV or something trying to go to bed. And I don't like doing that. I'd rather just stay right there in the woods the whole time. So I've got to come up with something. If y'all got any ideas, right? I know I could pull a camper. I could go buy a camper. I don't have a camper. I could go buy me a camper and set it out there, and then use the camper to go on family vacations. And I've thought about that. I thought about it before even buying the property. I don't think I want a camper for that. I think I'd rather have an RV for that. And RVs are a good fair share more expensive than a camper. And so I thought I would just save up for a little bit and then buy the RV that I like, instead of buying a camper that doesn't take too much money out of a play budget for now. And I say play budget. That's not for play. That we're playing in, building all this stuff, buying equipment and property and all that stuff, right? I have given myself a X amount of dollars to play with. And if I got to go buy a camper out of my money, that means I might lose features in my building, in my shop, or in my cabin. I don't want to take away from the build budget for a camper. So I'm just gonna think on it. But if y'all got any recommendations on maybe some other tents, say I got the Magellan Swift Rise tent. I've seen those, which I've never used one, never had any experience with them, because I'm from the South. We don't really camp in the ice and cold and stuff, but it does get ice and cold and freeze and snow and all that at the property. We just don't go camping in it. So I don't have any experience with tents that are made for cold, frigid conditions. But if there's one that's out there that's affordable, thick wall, you can put a heater in or something. Might be a little bit. I've thought about it, considered it, but I don't know how well it'll work. A little bit afraid of it, honestly, to put one of those little buddy heaters, the little propane heaters. A little afraid to put one of them in a tent and then go to sleep. with it on. I just don't think that's a good idea. They may be safe, they may be fine, but turning over and burning my little plastic tin up, or carbon monoxide, I don't know the conditions. So I was thinking that's something that you could put one of those little wood burning heaters in. That might be ideal, but I don't know how much it costs. Hadn't looked them up. Don't know if Ryan, I can look them up, but I still wouldn't know how the conditions were. I'm thinking just a small shed's gonna be the solution. I know I could go buy one of those pre-built sheds that everybody's doing these shed to houses with. I could do that. It's not a bad option. Great option. Just not my style. I don't think those are tall enough. I think I'd have to have one custom built, and then that runs the price up. I don't want the 7-foot roof in those sheds. That's pretty much what I've seen in those 7 or 8 foot. I want a little taller roof. The building's gonna be small already, and so I want a tall roof. What are you trying to put fishing poles in there? I use a 7-foot rod. So if I'm gonna put a 7-foot rod, I can't even stand a fishing pole up and down in some of those existing sheds. I need something that's tall enough I can walk into it with a rod in my hand, fishing rod in my hand, and not be hitting the ceiling and not be worried about. So it has to be at least a minimum of 8 foot, but I'm thinking I'd like 9 or 10 foot tall. Help not make it feel so closed in, even though it's a small width, length, dimension. But anyhow, y'all, that's it. I've just kind of been thinking on that stuff. Wanted to put this all together. Thought I'd share a few thoughts with you. Y'all, thanks for watching. If you're new, I'm Jeff, and this is the Great Off Grid. We're building a self-reliant homestead from scratch, but today we built that power box. Hey, y'all, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna get on out of here. We gone.